Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. This channel is all about making the natural hair community and a community and helping you to love yourself and understand your hair and love your hair and better take care of your hair through my experiences, the things that I try, the DIYs, the products, the hairstyles and things like that. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've actually done like a proper video, and that's because I have a lot of videos that I recorded. It's just the fact that I haven't actually gotten around to editing the video so I can post it up. But I might do like a mini reintroductory video of me rebranding the name of this channel, because it's something I wanted to do for a while now, but I haven't really known, because I had a lot of ideas of what I could potentially do in terms of name for my channel, but I wasn't entirely sure what to do. So I think I finally have a name that I like, that I'm going to use. So we'll no longer be calling this channel Unspoken Words, and I'll do the grammar because I have not really typed it up yet, so I'll just probably put it like here. And so this is the new name of the channel, but I'll do a smaller video about it anyway, so we'll just leave that to the side. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a hairstyle type tutorial, and it's going to be this hairstyle. I'm not really entirely sure if it really comes up on camera with the different like sections of this hairstyle, but I hope it does. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? So without further ado, let's get straight onto the video. So I have how many sections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like a small section right at the back. What I did to get this hairstyle is I first sectioned the front. This is the front section of it, and so I started from kind of like leaving like an inch from my ear, and then just sectioning it around till I get close to my ear on the side, so it's kind of like a side bang type thing. I'm just gonna quickly do this, and so that I can show you all the other ones as well. And this in itself is another look that you could do. Just pin it here so that it doesn't look too like out of place, or even pin it up so it doesn't look too out of place. But yeah, anyway, that's not what we're here to do. Before I continue, because I was following another natural hair YouTuber's tutorial on one of the hairstyles that she was doing, but I think there was a particular part of it that I couldn't do, and it wasn't really working for me, so I had to kind of tweak it to make it my own. Well, I think I used like 2 different videos of hers and kind of merged it together so that I had my own type of hairstyle. But if I can remember which ones I used, I'll also put it down in the description box as well. But yeah, so what I do, I start off with the front so that I know what I'm using for my bang, and what I'm using for like the rest of the hairstyle. So I mean, it's not really the most neatest because I use my fingers to part it and not like a rat tail comb or toothpick or knitting needle, but that's because with the way the style is, you won't really see the parts, so I don't really have to worry much about it. So yeah, so I just kind of like part it, go in a semicircle around. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think you can. So go in a semicircle around and then come here. So literally like where my ear starts on this side, and then like I said, an inch from my ear here. So that is like a side bang type thing. And then I separate that from the rest of my hair. And then what I do is, obviously these sections 1, 2, 3, 4. So I separate the back into 4 sections. How big you make the sections is completely up to you. The back one is, or the bottom one is the smallest one out of all the sections. So that's that one like that. Hopefully I'm still in frame. But yeah, that's that one like that. And then, oh, still a bobby pin here. Just before we continue, anybody else think they've removed all their bobby pins and then when they're, I don't know, doing a different style or washing their hair, they find a new one? Because I feel like that always happens to me. And then this one is just kind of like a slight semicircle line slash slight straight line type thing. So that's that one. So that is the two. And then another one here. Okay, this one actually really isn't separated. I think I was in a rush at the time, so I didn't really separate this section well. So that's why it kind of looks the way it looks. But that's that one. So when you're doing it, obviously make sure that it's straightened better. So yeah. And then obviously this one, and then this will be the last part of it. So then what I then do, I'm just going to pop this up like this, just to hold it. So I start with bottom. And this is a great protective style as well because your ends are tucked in and away from the elements, environment and everything. You get this part and you start with the ends like this. So use my finger. I'm just gonna like roll like this and then hold it to remove. Can you guys see that? Okay. So this is the, just gonna like fold it over my finger and I'm gonna hold it so that it doesn't move. And then, so that is kind of like a loop. Then you just start folding like so, and then just keep rolling and just roll it like so, so that it kind of forms that. I use these types, the ones that are pre-separated, and so then that forms that. And the aim of it, especially when you're using these types, is to get a piece of the hair you're trying to stick down and then get a piece of the hair above, so that it's like the piece of the hair you're trying to stick down is in this one, the piece of the hair that is above is in this one, so that it kind of like holds it together, if that makes sense. And then close that as so. And then just kind of pin and pin here. I don't really think I pinned that one properly. This one's kind of slightly this way. That's just the way I always pattern it when I was doing it. But obviously yours will be a lot straighter than mine. I'm just gonna like part it like that. My hair was previously in twists, so that's why it's kind of like that and not really bunched together as you would get when you just kind of washed and detangled your hair, but my hair is more or less detangled. And then you just start rolling it. This one may not necessarily, you may have to do some of these a couple of times like I had to do when I was doing this style for the first time. And it's all about kind of like squeezing the ends too whilst you're rolling it, squeezing it so that it doesn't like get too everywhere, if that makes sense, so that it stays down. And sometimes you don't even need to use the hair in front to hold it down. You can just use it by itself and it will hold. But I'm glad that this has happened because I want to show you what you can do if there are sections that are kind of like sticking out and not doesn't seem like it's working. Don't get frustrated, don't get stressed out, because I was. But there is a way that you can like sort that out. So I'm just going to quickly show you what it looks like with all the 4 sections rolled. I remember you're rolling it forwards and not backwards. I suppose you can do it backwards, but it will look slightly different when you're doing it. But yeah, I just want to point out that depending on how long it's been since you washed your hair will depend on how voluminous the style ends up being. So this one, my hair is due for a wash, so hence why it's I don't need anything to kind of make it this voluminous. So for sections like this, I just want to be a bit stubborn. You just hold it in the plate in the way that you want it to stay and separate your thingy and just kind of like pin it in. And by the way, throughout I am using 2 different sizes of these. I think I use a smaller one for this one. And then for the front, so what I do is I just kind of like roll and tuck. So I'll take this section and just twist it inside in on itself, so like this, and I just keep on taking and twisting and taking from the bottom and overlapping and twisting and taking and twisting like so. And you can be as tight or as loose as you want to be, depending on how thick you want this to kind of stand up. So then I just twist with the ends, and then I take the end. I think I put it in the last one. I put it here. So what I do is, like the other ones, I just kind of like, I don't know how to show you guys this, but I just kind of like roll it like that. Take my bobby pin and I'm just gonna like pin it in, and then I go back and see where it needs to like change, where I might need to, like this one here, I feel like I want to let it go down a little bit more. I'm just gonna like pin it in so that it's down a bit more. And then this one I feel like I'm gonna make it go up a little bit because I want to. So just gonna like pin it up. So that's what it looks like. So that's what that looks like. That's it. That's the simple style. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye loves.